Shalom, shalom. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Chakwadash and Shani Kabad and Gadawala Requab Zaquanyim Nawa Washalayakim Nawa. That's double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone and Shalom Wabarakim Labakaram Shayasharala. And that is peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. And as always, to the confusion of faces, meaning those who look like the other nations, but whose spirits resonate with the truth, and I believe and have faith in Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai, the only begotten Son. To all of you, no matter how you look, pushing His word in truth and in sincerity, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. So, over here in the DC camp, we just went to camp yesterday, Lord's will. We all made it back safely, so, the water, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai for that. We're seeing some heavy snow. And, just off work right now and thinking back to yesterday's camp, there was this guy that came up. And, of course, we've heard it all before, but one of the many things that is constantly brought up out there on the highways and byways is that people are always saying that I've heard it before. And it's coming from, old bottles, people a little bit more up there in age, but always constantly saying that I've heard it all before. Many people, many biblical scholars and astrologers, who knows, have been talking about the end of the world for many, many years. What makes this any different? And the one thing that I mentioned after he left, and I just was thinking about it, wanted to make a video topic on it, is the fact that you've never ever seen all of these things happen at once. Everything in the Bible that it prophesies concerning the end times, you've never seen it all happen at once. You may have heard of a world war here and there, or when it's happened, right? 1 and 2, obviously. You may have seen protests here and there. You may have seen different earthquakes here and there, but you've never, ever seen all of these things happen at the same exact time. So, of course, first, I'm going to get 2 Ezra chapter 9, starting at verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself." And how do you measure the time? You look at prophecies in the Bible, and then you check out what's happening around the world. "And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." All right. So what I want to do actually, and I just literally put it in, I can hit it again and refresh the page just so we can see that I'm not making this up. There you go. All I did was type in earthquake. And what do you see on Google? Magnitude 6.3 earthquake affected countries, Japan and South Korea, 10 miles from Nishi-Naomote, Kagoshima Prefecture, Japan. And it says January 8th. So just 5 days ago. 7:39 a.m. This was just 5 days ago. An earthquake that affected Japan and South Korea. Now look, you see a magnitude 5.3 earthquake that affected the Solomon Islands, January 13th. That's this morning, today. You also see this, look, magnitude 5.3 earthquake that affected Papua New Guinea. Magnitude 5.3 earthquake that was today as well, that affected China. You have another one from Indonesia, January 11th. Humo Tonga, wherever that is, January 11th. And it just keeps going. It keeps going. January 10th, January 8th, January 7th. Okay? And then let's come over here to news, because news will give you recent updates too. Earthquake magnitude 3.0. Quake rattles Northridge. And you see 2.6 Santa Monica, 4.1 off the coast of something right there. And look at the title look at the how many minutes ago these articles just came out. 23 hours, 55 minutes, one day, 20 hours ago. Now let's put in this, because that was earthquake. Does not the Bible talk about World War III? World War III. 2 days ago, former CIA worker reveals how he stopped devastating attack from China, blah, blah, blah. World War III with a question mark. Suddenly, China's rise is an aggressive act toward war. This was 1 day ago. As you can see right here, World War III. China will suffocate U.S. with unrestricted war. That was 1 day ago. World War III. Vladimir Putin to reopen Soviet military bases in Cuba, sparking Cold War. World War III news. Russia war with Ukraine will last 72 hours, warned NATO. And it keeps on going. That was 3 weeks ago? It keeps on going on and on and on. Let's do the same exact thing now. Let's go to news. Here we go. 2 days ago. 3 days ago. World War III threat. U.S. chronically underfunded something. Okay. 3 days ago. 1 day ago. 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago. 2 weeks ago. And you get the point right here. Okay. Trump tells Turkey to clean up ISIS. There you go. 2 weeks ago, 3 days ago, 1 week ago. You get the point. All right. So what? That's earthquakes. That's World War III. And let me just jump over there and get that really quickly. Revelation, I think it's 11. Was it 11 and 14? Yep. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past. That's World War II. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's World War III. That cometh quickly, because we're in these end times. So we saw earthquakes. We saw World War III. Oh yeah, we talked about, what else did we talk about? 2nd Ezra 9 mentioned uproars of the people. What is that? Protests. Here we go. We're going to stay on news, because why not? Protests. 1 day ago, yellow vest protests hit with police water cannon tear gas. This was in France. Sudan official, death toll from protests rise to 24. This was 7 hours ago. Death toll from protests rise to 24. This is 22 hours ago. Paris authorities deploy 80,000 security forces. 2 hours ago, Bangladesh raises wages for garment workers after violent, and I'm sure it says, protests. So there you go. Sudan, 1 day ago, 18 hours ago, 22 hours ago, 2 days ago. Let's put this in. Protests in France, Paris, Sudan, Europe. I think Yellowstone hit London today. Who are the UK yellow vest protesters? There you go. 6 hours ago, 22 hours ago, 23 hours ago, 20 hours ago, it hits London, you see? All these things are happening at the same exact time. This is how you measure the time diligently in itself. So we hit World War III, we hit protests, we hit earthquakes. All right, let's go to we can say, I guess, as of right now, the biggest prophecy, because this is what? The year of the Charagma. Let's just see what's going on. Let's see what Microchip. Dog missing, blah, blah, blah. Galanti, Pronge. Investigation of microchip technology. Okay. Shining thieves. Oh, yeah, okay. Why not? 2 days ago. Let's click on this and see what they're talking about. With shiming, I guess, thieves can steal your credit card. What the? All right, one sec. All right, it says with shimming, thieves can steal your credit card information despite microchip. This is interesting. The Ohio Attorney General's office warns about a newer way criminals can get your credit card information and rip you off. New chip-enabled cards. Oh, this is talking about a debit card. Okay, let me see if we see anything about the actual. Oh, here we go, right here. Is microchip technology a suitable value pick? That was 6 days ago. But check this out. 2 weeks ago, implanted microchip to replace credit cards. There it is. Microchip implants for currency takes off in Sweden. Let's click on both of these. 2 weeks ago. implanted microchip to replace credit cards. And as you can see, I'm doing this on the fly because I already knew through the spirit that I'd get articles, obviously. Implanted microchip to replace credit cards. This was just 2 weeks ago, December 26th. Boom. There you have it right there. Okay, let's click on this one too. 2 weeks ago as well. Different article, different site, of course. Once it loads, it says the microchip implants for currency takes off in Sweden. This was also, or was updated on December 26th of 2018. According to WJTV, 4,000 Swedish people have now replaced one or more of their cards with a microchip implant, which they use to make purchases. And I didn't say it, but in case you don't know, the microchip, or the RFID chip as it is also called, is the mark of the beast. The microchip, or the RFID chip, is the mark of the beast. And it will one day replace your credit card. It will replace your debit card. It will replace your ID, social security number. It will hold your health records. Everything is going to be inside that chip. That is the plan of the elites. Okay? And it's important once again because before World War III happens, the microchip has to be made mandatory, and it will be made mandatory. All right? So boom, there you have it. World War III, protests of the people, uproars of the people, microchip, earthquake. Let's just speed this up a little bit more. I don't want to make it too long, but check this out just because. Sinkholes. Chester family looking for help with sinkholes 3 days ago. Okay, 4 days ago. 1 day ago. People posing for selfies, they think it's funny, with sinkholes. All right. Boom. More and more and more sinkholes. There you have it. All of a sudden, the ground just opening up. Gwinnett gas station slowly falling into sinkhole. Oh, man. Oh, and let's end off with this. Let's end off with this. Of course, you already know I had to hit this. The true story behind UFO sighting TV series. Okay. All right. It's probably a nice article. UFOs. And why is this important? Because the entire world believes that UFOs are some kind of strange phenomenon when it's explained in the Bible. These so-called UFOs, as the world likes to call them, unidentified flying objects, are nothing more than the chariots talked about in the Bible. They are the vehicles of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, and that's why I'm putting in UFOs and not chariots of the Bible, so that we can actually get some news on them. All right, Project Blue Book, the Air Force covert UFO investigation, that was 2 days ago, was a sighting in the north, a UFO or a plane, that was 2 days ago. Is it a UFO? Multiple people report seeing flying red spear, that was 1 week ago. Here we go, 1 week ago. Database shows dozens of UFO sightings in Kokomo, okay? And it goes on 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago. So there you have it. These are all the signs that the Bible talked about. Once again, there really isn't no need for me to read any of the scripture because this explains it all. I'm going to end off reading it once again. 2 Ezra 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. I pray that this was edifying for the elect, and I'm going to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachakudash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.